This is it. The final injury report is locked in. The Rams are getting a massive reinforcement in the trenches. But our rookie sensation has sent a message to the league that he is playing until the absolute end. The stakes have never been higher, and we need to talk about exactly who is suiting up for this war. What is going on, everyone? Happy Friday. I hope you are all absolutely buzzing right now. The work week is done, the stress is behind us, and we are staring down the barrel of one of the most critical weekends of football we have seen in a long time. It feels good to be back on a Sunday schedule, doesn't it? That Thursday turnaround was brutal, and honestly, after dropping 2 in a row, the anxiety has been creeping in. But now we have had a moment to breathe, a moment to reset, and we get to wake up Sunday knowing that the season is on the line. I don't know about you, but despite the recent heartbreaks, I still have this feeling in my gut that we are about to turn this ship around. Before we dive into the deep end of this injury report, do me a massive favor, smash that like button, share this with a friend who needs some hope, and hit subscribe so you never miss a beat as we push through this journey together. Now let me ask you this. When you look at a team that's back against the wall, what's the one thing that scares you more, the physical injuries they are carrying, or the mental weight of knowing a loss could end it all? Because looking at this final report, it feels like we are battling both. Let's start with the opposition, because Sean McVay dropped a bomb of an update that we cannot ignore. We have been watching the status of their right guard, Kevin Dotson, all week. He has been dealing with that ankle injury, missing the last 3 weeks, limited in practice on Wednesday and Thursday. Well, the speculation is over. McVay has officially confirmed that Dotson is going to play, and he is going to start. I cannot overstate how big of a deal this is for Los Angeles. If you watch the tape, you could easily make the argument that Kevin Dotson is their best offensive lineman. He is a mountain of a man. He is powerful, he is nasty, and he moves people against their will in the run game. This isn't just a roster update, this changes the math in the trenches. For guys like Jervin Dexter, Andrew Billings, and the rest of our interior defensive line, their Sunday just got significantly more difficult. Dotson is a road grader. When he is on the field, the Rams' run game finds a different gear. Now, sure, he hasn't played in 3 weeks. Is his conditioning going to be peak? Is he going to be at 100%? Probably not. But even a 90% Kevin Dotson is a problem that we have to solve. It is a massive addition for them, and honestly, I was hoping he might be a game-time decision, but ruling him in this early tells me they are extremely confident in his health. There is one other note on the Rams' side that flew under the radar but is worth filing away. Jimmy Garoppolo, their backup quarterback, popped up with a back injury and didn't practice Thursday. However, it sounds like it was just a flare-up, and McVay expects him to be available. Why does this matter? Because if Matthew Stafford takes a big hit, you do not want to see Stetson Bennett coming into the game if you are a Rams fan. Bennett has struggled mightily, whereas Jimmy G has won playoff games. It sounds like Jimmy will be suited up as the safety net, but obviously, the goal is to keep Stafford upright so we don't even have to think about the backup situation. But let's get to the stuff that really matters, the Bears. The heart and soul of this offense. We have been holding our breath about odunze. He is technically listed as questionable, but folks, take a deep breath because the signs are pointing in the right direction. First off, he was a full participant in practice on Friday after being limited earlier in the week. That is huge. But more importantly, listen to what the man said himself. He told the media he plans to play. He admitted the rehab on his foot has been grueling this week, and he knows it hurts. But then he dropped the quote of the year. He said, "I'm playing till the wheels fall off." That right there? That is the mentality we have been craving. He knows the risks. He knows that one bad step could end his season right then and there. He is basically saying, I have the whole off-season to heal. Right now, I am fighting until I literally can't stand up. I respect the hell out of that. It's a warrior mindset. Is there a risk? Absolutely. Could he make it worse and need surgery? Probably. In fact, based on how much pain he is clearly in, I would be shocked if he doesn't need a cleanup procedure when the season ends. But he is calculating that risk and choosing to fight for his teammates. This leads me to the question of the day, and I want to see your thoughts in the comments section down below. Is it the right call for Rome Odunze to risk long-term health for this playoff push, or should the team protect him from himself? It is a tough question because we want to win now, but we also want him dominant for the next decade. Let me know what you think. Even if he plays, don't expect him to play every single snap. It's going to be like last week. He might not give you 7 catches for 120 yards, but he is going to give you those 2 or 3 massive, game-changing moments. Remember that 4th and 8 catch from Caleb Williams last week? That iconic moment? That is what Rome brings to the table, even on one good foot. If he can just be out there to draw coverage and make a couple of clutch grabs, that opens up the field for everyone else. Now let's shift to the defensive side of the ball for us, because there is a situation brewing at linebacker that has me a little nervous. Jalen Reeves-Maybin is listed as questionable. He was just signed to the active roster from the practice squad, and now he is dealing with a back injury. It's been a roller coaster week for him, limited then full, then limited again. My gut tells me he tries to play, but here is why this is scary. We are razor thin at linebacker. With TJ Edwards and Noah Sewell already done for the year, we are running out of bodies. You have Tremaine Edmonds and DeMarque Gates, but after that? It's special teamers. If Reeves-Maybin can't go, or if his back flares up in the first quarter, we are down to a skeleton crew. This puts the spotlight on the rookie, Ruben Hippolyte too. He has been a healthy scratch almost all season, but I think he has to dress for this game. You cannot risk going into a game of this magnitude with only 3 healthy linebackers. If Reeves-Maybin is active, great. But if he goes down, Hippolyte is going to be thrown into the fire. We haven't seen the rookie play defense. We don't know if he is ready for the speed of the NFL in a do-or-die game. It is a massive variable that could swing the game if our linebacker depth gets tested. However, it is not all doom and gloom. We have to give a shout out to the one guy who has been the ultimate unsung hero of this defense, Nick McLeod. He is the only player officially ruled out for this game with a groin injury. I want to give McLeod his flowers for a second. This season, with the secondary getting decimated by injuries week after week, McLeod has been the guy plugging every single hole. He's played nickel, outside corner, special teams, you name it. Is he a Pro Bowler? No. Is he a superstar? No. But he has been the ultimate Swiss Army knife, doing whatever the team needed just to survive. He's serviceable, he's tough, and he kept the ship afloat when we were drowning. But here is the silver lining: if there was ever a week for McLeod to finally take a rest, this is it. Why? Because the cavalry is finally returning. Kyler Gordon is back for his second game. CJ Gardner-Johnson is a full go and will play. Jalen Johnson is suiting up, maybe not 100%, but he's out there. Tariq Stevenson is ready. For the first time in forever, our top 3 corners and our top safeties are actually on the field together. We are getting healthy at the exact right moment in the secondary. So, while losing McLeod hurts our depth, getting our stars back on the field is a trade-off I will take every single day of the week. Offensively, outside of the Odunze drama, we are looking solid. DJ Moore is a full go. Braxton Jones is a full go. This is crucial because if Theo Fagan struggles at tackle, or if they decide to make a switch, having Braxton Jones ready to step in gives us legitimate options on the offensive line. We aren't scrambling for bodies, we have choices. And in Week 18, having choices is a luxury most teams do not have. So, when you step back and look at the big picture, this injury report is actually a massive win for Chicago. Yes, Nick McLeod is out. Yes, we are worried about the linebacker depth. But our big guns, our playmakers, are taping it up and getting out there. We are heading into Game 19. Game 22 if you count the preseason. It has been a long, exhausting, emotional journey. But I am not ready for it to end. The players aren't ready for it to end. You can hear it in Rome Odunze's voice. You can see it in the way the secondary is rushing back to the field. They believe they have a run left in them. We have endured the losing streak. We have endured the heartbreak. Now, we just have to go out there on Sunday, execute, and keep this dream alive for one more week. I am fired up. I hope you are fired up. Enjoy your weekend, try to get some sleep, and let's get ready to scream our lungs out on Sunday. As always, stay passionate, stay loud, and bear down,